Hello and good evening. It is Riolo TM back on the microphone for a Cup of the Day COTD Trackmania video game arcade racing. And we're gonna have a dirt map on a Wednesday. Normally I don't play Wednesday. Today I'm playing. And we have a map called Greenbelt by Pecorenzo 2020. 15 minutes to discover the map. We're gonna have 15 minutes of time attack. And we have Private Joke subscribing at tier 2. Okay, dude. That is quite spicy if you ask me. Oof, just like this transition. So let's see what we can do here, ladies and gentlemen. I have not played Trackmania yesterday because most of you probably know it. I have had a surgery, and while you might be like, "Oh my God, Riolo, are you still alive?" I am in fact alive. I have survived the surgery. So what happened to Mr. Streamer? It seems like the eye surgery did nothing because I'm still crashing. I'm still hitting checkpoints. But what happened to me? Yours truly, Riolo TM, I had a sty in my left eye, in the bottom lid. In German it's called Gerstenkorn, if you know that. But in English it's called sty, S-T-Y-I. No, S-T-Y-E, sorry, I can't alphabet. So I had that for quite some time actually. Been dealing with it for months. Started like late last year, where it got really bad. So I went to the doc. He was like, "Yo, that looks bad." You know, sometimes it heals by itself. It heals on its own. But the one I had was particularly nasty, and it didn't disappear. In fact, it just kept getting worse. So went to the doc. He was like, "Yup, we gotta fix this." So he sent me to the hospital to get an appointment to have that shit fixed via surgery. Because I tried eye drops. I tried like stuff to put in my eye overnight to you know, fix that. But basically what you have to imagine, the sty created extra skin, and after the sty disappeared, the skin remained. You know, the extra skin, it remained. So what happened is that I had extra skin and it looked terrible. It looked like someone bashed my head, even though nobody bashed my head. So it looked bad, and it was constantly like red and stuff, so it didn't look very good. And it was also slightly blocking my vision, because the extra skin, you could kind of see it, you know? You could sort of see it. And that was annoying. That's not nice to have. So went to the surgery yesterday to have that skin removed. And the way it was removed, now we're coming to the disgusting part. So if you're like sensitive to this, you should maybe mute, or I don't know, just don't listen. We're coming to the disgusting part now. Even though to some of you it might be exciting, I don't know, but I'm sure some of you don't like these details. So just as a little warning. What they did at the surgery was, first of all, put eye drops in my eye. I know that's not disgusting yet, but that was to sterilize the eye, and to make sure that as soon as they start like putting shit in there, that it's not gonna hurt that much. So first, eye drops. Whew, that's the hardest part about it. Yeah, eye drops. Holy shit, that's pretty sick. No, so I was waiting, and while I was waiting, they put the eye drops in, and then I was put in the emergency room. No, in the operation room. And then they started putting in a needle. And that was the thing I was fearing the most. Not because I hate needles, but I didn't know like how they're gonna put it, you know? Because I couldn't imagine how the fuck are they gonna do this. Because obviously it is local anesthesia. It's not like full anesthesia, but I was there. Yeah? I was there. I saw everything. I mean, not really, but I saw. I was there. Local anesthesia. And they put the needle parallel to my eye, like right underneath it. And Holy fuck, was that disgusting. Dear Lord in heaven. That was the worst shit ever. That was the worst feeling. It was worse than what I thought it was gonna be. It was so bad. The good thing is the anesthesia kicked in literally like in 0.5 nanoseconds. So, popped in the needle, and while I could feel where the needle was, it stopped hurting like almost immediately. So the only thing that I felt was the pressure, kinda. Which is still annoying enough, yeah, but still. It's funny actually, because, I don't know, like a minute after they inserted the needle, I was like, sorry doc, is the needle still in? Because they told me not to move, obviously, because you should move when you have a needle right under your eye, right? So I was like, is the needle still there? She was like, what needle? What are you talking about? Like, the needle was gone long ago. It was gone long ago, but I still, like, felt it. The tingling sensation, the spot where it was, like, bopped in. So I was like, okay, cool, the worst thing is over. And after that, to be honest, I can't really describe this very, very odd feeling of the doctor taking a spoon, literally, a spoon. That's how they called it. They were asking for spoon, yeah? You gotta imagine when you eat an egg, and you take a spoon to, like, eat it. That's what they did to the bottom lid of my eye. So they made cuts into the bottom lid. They cut into the bottom lid, and then the leftover skin was spooned out. And the weird thing about it is I didn't feel anything. They put like a clamp as well to keep my eye open, because I didn't have any feeling in my eye anymore. I couldn't like blink or anything. I could obviously move the eyeball, but they put a clamp on my eye to keep it open. And I didn't notice anything. The only thing I noticed is the pressure they applied by spooning everything out. I was like, okay, do whatever you want. Have fun. And it didn't take, it took like 10 minutes or something. It didn't take that long, and then, it was fine again. Then they put a bandage on. They cleaned up most of what was left over from the skin. Yeah. And here I am. So I've had the bandage for roughly 24 hours after the surgery. And earlier today I went to my eye doctor. It probably has a name, right? Eye doctor? There's a like cool word for it, right? Anyway. Took off the bandage, gave me some more eye drops to put in, and here I am. The eyeologist. Yeah, whatever. But yeah, I can see again. Even though I still look beat up. My eye looks like somebody hit me and was trying to like get money. I look like someone was trying to steal my Twitch money. But yeah, all good. Yeah, of course, ophthalmologist. Yeah, I knew that. So yeah, that's my story. Very, very interesting experience, to say the least. Especially because you noticed everything. But I was aware that was gonna happen, right? Because they told me in the briefing when I was there at the hospital for the first time to make the appointment and stuff like that. They told me what they're gonna do, whether I was okay with it. I was like, yeah, sure, go for it. Without really realizing what the fuck they're gonna do, I was like, yeah, sure, do it. Then I started thinking about it. I was like, okay, maybe don't do it. But I'm glad they did it. So now, hopefully, that shit isn't gonna happen again. Because that's seriously annoying. And if you guys have styes, then yeah, take care of it quickly. Because otherwise, it's gonna be, like, nasty. That's something to not really joke about. Seems like an eye-opening experience. Absolutely. Absolutely. So that's kind of the story. That's the story. Was... glad it's over. Let's put it that way. And I hope I explained everything properly. How did that form? I don't know, actually. The thing is, a sty is often created when dirt is clogging the tear channels, right? That's what happens. So it could be that my channels are like extra thin, so it is more prone to clog, you know? Maybe I was playing too many Trackmania dirt maps. Didn't clean my eye often enough. Yeah, some people just have the tendency to get that more often than others. But it is a routine thing, so there was no risk for me to like have any damage or anything, so it wasn't like it really wasn't anything scary. It looks disgusting. It sounds absolutely terrible, but at the end of the day, these surgeons, they probably do that 5 times a week, so there wasn't really anything that could have gone wrong. Was that expensive? I mean, healthcare, you don't pay for surgeries. At least not for that. But yeah, that's the story. I mean, for some surgeries you pay if it's like, I don't know, Botox or whatever. Then you probably pay for it, right? Because it's not necessary. It's just like a extra thing for you. But this thing was necessary, yeah? So. All good. That's what you got the health insurance for. All good here. But yeah, I'm good now. Now obviously I gotta make sure that I don't strain my eye too much. Which is why I'm not gonna like stream super long today. But man, I gotta tell you, having this bandage on your eye, holy crap. Maybe some of you made the experience also and they can relate. But man, that experience was, yeah, not eye-opening, but it was actually the opposite. Which city do you live? I live in Manchester. So, when I came out of the hospital with the bandage, hey, I've never been drunk, to like clarify that. I've never been drunk, but I felt like I was drunk because when you have only one eye active, your entire perception is fucked. Your perception is fucked, actually. Your 3D cognition and perspective and everything is just so odd at first. And the guy that was having, I think he had a similar surgery to me. There was also a young guy waiting for a surgery, just like I did. And the doctor told me that he collapsed right after they put the bandage on because he couldn't cope with, you know, only having one eye. So that guy just fell straight on the floor. That's a big F. So I hope he's fine. So they were giving me a hint that I could possibly, you know, have some issues, have some trouble. But it was fine. Like, I could handle it, but it was really weird. And I almost ran into, like, several light posts, so... Not the best experience. Not the best experience. Seems like a lot of people actually bought the Manchester thing. I'm not from Manchester. Manchester is not in Germany, last time I checked. Anyway. Cool story, Bob, for 15 minutes straight. Holy crap. Ah, yeah, it's sick. I can usually never do that. I'm usually, you know, not the cool story bobber. But there you go. I made it into top 14. Gotta love that. And yeah, some people not believing I've never been drunk. Yes, these people exist. You don't have to be drunk, you know. There's no point. I'm very strict against that, for me personally. If you like to get drunk, I don't give a flying damn, but I personally don't want that. I don't need to experience this. I drink alcohol, I do enjoy myself 1, 2, 5 beer, but I've never gotten to the point where I was drunk and unable to control myself. That is not necessary. I've always been strict in that regard. Back in the days, you know, back in the school days, lots of my mates, they were like full hungover every weekend. I was like, bro. The only thing that I did is just keck at them instead. But yeah, that's my story. Took me some time to get used to the bandage. And sleeping with it was also a bit weird, because I obviously wanted to make sure to not damage the bandage. Or, I don't know, apply unnecessary force on the eye, but was fine. Now it's gone, I can see with stereo vision. I have 2 eyes again. 2 functioning eyes. Yeah, I'm glad it's done, and I hope I'm not gonna get this shit again, because that was a hell of a procedure, man. That was a hell of a procedure, let me tell you that. How old are you? I'm 25. 25. Okay, so we have the knockout coming up now. I made it into Division 1. In the meantime, I'm gonna give you some shoutouts, because people have been supportive as heck. We're gonna start all the way at the bottom. We have Mondeos GG. GG to you. Thank you for 8 months. Hello, hello. Then we have Private Joke with the tier 2. You got a shoutout already, because I was flabbergasted by the fact that someone's subbing with tier 2 for whatever reason. Urumi also with tier 2. Riolu Gerrit, thank you for the 11-month Urumi. Thank you very much. Forget D, back again with the 2 months. Then we have Moltox, our friend and savior, with 23 months of tier 1. Thank you so much, Moltox, for being part of the community. Then we have Smaragd9415, also with 2 months of Prime. Welcome back. Anto. Merci, thanks for the 6 months. Sandro98, 100 bits. Spooning out your eye sounds tasty. I mean, I wouldn't try it, but you do you. Nosy Streams with a brand new Prime sub. We have Gallardo994 with a paid brand new tier 1 sub. Thank you so much. Speedy with a €5 donation saying E. That's great. Thank you, Speedy. We have Yalertnon with the double-digit tier 1 resub. Thank you, Yalertnon. We have XCTTV with 19 months already. The Captain Obvious. No, it's the Captain Obvious. Why are the servers not booting, by the way? What is this shit? Anyway, more time for me to give some shoutouts here. Thank you for the new sub, the Captain Obvious. White and Pro with 10 bits. Mickey Psych with 2 months of Prime. Fenril with 26 months of Prime. There is the server. Fantastic. And then we have Abandon TM. Oh, Division 2. Go, go, Abandon. Good fucking stuff, man. Congrats. And 2 more new subs by Flexstar and Mini KW. Thank you for the new subs. Welcome to the team. Enjoy the emotes. Oh shit, Gallardo with 3 gifts as well. Wow. Thanks. Thank you so much. So we got the knockout coming up now. If you guys don't know how this is gonna work, we're gonna play with 64 players. And lag ourselves into the next universe. No, but we're gonna play knockout. And it does appear that we have an all-time high in player count for today's COTD. 2,716 players. I think we haven't had that many players ever Holy crap. GG. That is fantastic. Super, super nice to see. 2,700 players. Trackmania stonks, dude. But yeah, thanks for the subs. Enjoy the emotes. Oh shit, Gallardo again. And to quickly explain the format once again, the 64 best players in Division 1, we're gonna battle it out. All the players are gonna start at the same time. You don't want to get last, otherwise you get eliminated. And the goal is to survive. For as long as you can. Dude, Gallardo, holy shit, man. 3 times 3 gifted subs. Damn, dude, that's hot. Thank you very much, man. You seem to like the number 3. For some reason, I like it as well. Now. Alright, thanks for the support, everyone. Good luck if you guys are playing. We're gonna try to make it the best. And hopefully my eye isn't gonna, like, fall out or something. How do you turn off cars? You you don't write, you type O. You press O on your keyboard. Okay, here we go. I gotta say, I'm not feeling like super confident on this map because I was mainly TED talking while learning this map. But I'm sure I'll get the hang out of it as we progress through the cup. Or something. Yeah, the Riolo podcast. Boop. Okay, 22nd. That's a solid midfield here. Chat is going crazy. We've actually dropped a shit ton of gift subs and other subs. So now the stonks are going reverse again. Thanks for supporting. Cypher with 2 gifts. And Gallardo with another 3. Whew. Man. Watch out for the wallet. Don't let it bleed that much. But I hope you liked... hope you liked my story. Please recommend me to friends and family for more disgusting stories. Gallardo is having some fun here today. Gallardo is enjoying themselves. Thank you so much, buddy. I don't know what I deserve that with, but it truly helps out. I really, really appreciate it, man. Thank you so, so much. Another 3 gifts. That is incredible. Okay, 9th place. Look at that. You know what to do, chat. You know what to do. Riolo 9 in chat. Ah, good one, Neko. Let's go. We got some new subs as well. Bug user 123456789 with Prime. Sparx with Prime. Gallardo with the 3 with the usual. Jesus Christ. You may stop now, sir. Or ma'am. That is a lot, man. That is a lot. Jeff Bezos wants to know your location. Heard he's gonna resign from his CEO post, by the way. Guy probably made enough money. He's gonna get replaced by some other bloke. So we gotta... We can't meme about Jeff anymore. Wait, he already did? Damn, dude. Okay, that was a cool flip here. That was a cool flip. What do you think, Real? Good beginner map? I think it's a good map. This one's not bad. This is actually a good map. There are some spicy bits in here, but overall I do believe this map is more than manageable. And I think it's also a good map to practice some slow dirt. Because I already talked about it in a previous COTD. But recently a lot of the maps have been more fast-paced on dirt and grass. So I think players are maybe not getting the feel for slower maps that much anymore, because of the high influx of faster maps. I do believe having a map like this is a good change for once, because that way you can also learn how to approach a slower map with lower average speed. This map, you know, it's punishing you for bad lines, but it's fair. There's nothing stupid about it. It is a fair map. The fuck am I doing wrong at the start, by the way? I'm 0.1 behind already. Wait, I crashed. Oof. Code red. Code red. Beep, 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 beep. Code red. Code red. Code red. Beep boop. Beep beep beep. Beep 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 beep. Ah, saved. All good. Granadi does a flick so he lands with his right rear wheel first. What in the... Okay. I'll keep that in mind. So he's side jumping at the start, or what? Is he doing this? How's that faster? Bro, I'm 0.2 behind. I'm red. Thanks. Thanks, chat. Why am I listening to chat? That was a Mistako and a quarter. Nah, I probably did it wrong. Man, I'm shit on this map. Crazy. Yeah. Crazy to think that I'm listening to chat. Nah, good to know. I can see how it's faster though. It's just that I probably did it wrong. I will proceed to just do what I did before. And accept my +8... +30... Dude, what kind of black magic are they pulling off there at the start? Probably some really shady dirt line. A dirty line. That's mad. I need you to beat Granadi. I bet like 2k channel points on you on his stream. Yeah, pff. That's the worst thing you could have done. Goodbye to your 2k channel points. Oh, Rip, Evon, and Mada, 2 TMGL players going in one shot. Wonder if it's some no slide here, or I don't know. There's gotta be some trick that I fail to see at the moment. But I think this map is really sick. This is a cool map. Just gotta, you know, figure out how to drive it properly. But the majority of time loss is coming from the start. Dirt Meister's behind on dirt. Yeah, I'm handicapped. Yeah, I'm slow. Now I don't know. I feel like I'm learning dirt in the new game a bit slower than, like, new maps at least. I'm learning new dirt maps a bit slower than in TM2. Because I got the feel I don't know enough about these dirt blocks yet to see some lines that I would otherwise see faster in TM2 Stadium, for example. Because a lot of the blocks are shaped differently than what they were in the previous Trackmania games, allowing for very different approaches too. I think I just need to play more of this kind of map, to be honest. Maybe I'm gonna put that on my bucket list. Because once I figure out the lines, I can hit them, but I kind of fail to see them at the moment. But let's see. Just gonna try to get as far as I can with my current pace. It won't be enough for winning, I'm afraid, but never say never. This is probably not that bad of a start. Okay, still 700s behind. Wondering how tight people go here. Oof, terrible gear. That one hurt on an emotional level. That gear change was disgusting. Any tips for a new Trackmania player? There's a lot of things that you can do. One thing that I recommend is to race against ghosts, to try to copy what others are doing. Not necessarily against the world records, but just try to copy from people who are a tad faster than you. Other than that, I highly recommend the Trackmania School campaign, which is available to everyone that paid for this game. So Standard and Club. Search for Trackmania School, or TMS, in the Club campaign browser, and check out those maps. Because these maps are roughly 5.7 gazillion times better than the actual training campaign. These maps really bring everything down to the basics for each style. And I think you can really benefit from that. Because the maps are broken down to a lot of the important techniques for each surface. And then you can kind of put those on your learning desk. Yeah, you can play club campaigns with standard. Should I reset more or finish every time even if I crash? It's definitely worth to finish, even if you crashed, because that way you build up a bit more consistency. I can definitely recommend that. It might be frustrating. Crashing is not fun, I know that. Failing generally isn't fun, but it's part of the learning process. And there's this stupid saying, but it's kind of true, like, you gotta fall off your bike a few times before you can ride it properly, right? And it's in Trackmania as well. Like, you have to fail and make mistakes to try to learn from them. And then what I said before about comparing yourself, you take replays and like analyze what faster players are doing. Try to understand the logic behind it. And then try to just grind and grind and grind until you've got it down. Have you ever made a track? I have. I've made a lot of tracks, in fact. Only one in TM 2020, it's called Box to Box. It's been COTD somewhere in November or December, I don't know. But it's been COTD as well, which is cool. And I've built a lot of tracks in the previous Trackmania titles as well. Okay, we're in the top 14 now, which means only 2 players will get eliminated. Can't believe I've gotten this far. But now at this point, I think any moment could be my final breath. Especially with these poopy lines here. I mean, I'm getting under 40 now. That's under 41, I mean. That's neat. So let's just try to wing it. Go and win. Maybe try to capitalize as much as possible on other people's mistakes. And also a little disclaimer right here, there's a second Riolo TM YouTube channel if you want to check it out. We are uploading short highlight reels, short highlight clips that otherwise would not make it onto the main channel. I just PB'd, by the way, that is fantastic. Check out the new YouTube channel as well, it's called Riolo TM Highlights. Maybe leave a sub, interact with the channel to get it up and running. And we are in the top 10. Nice. So I've got my chance to get 9th here. Once again. That should be fine. Bop it in and PB on P5. Sapi, who has been really fast on this track, got eliminated, and Maui died really bad. No 9th place for me. I have betrayed my fate. Alright, let's keep going. Top 8. 1 elimination. After the start, you're actually the fastest player. Damn. Too bad it's kind of too late to fix my start line now. Because it appears that I'm jumping too high. But yeah, I can't fix that now. That's too risky of a move. Seems like what I'm driving is fine too. Bop. 0.8 again. Wow, Carl Jr. Not bad. Aye, Captain. Hey, I'm not a pirate anymore. Yesterday I was a pirate with my bandage. Pingu laughed at me. Some friends laughed at me. But you know, sometimes you have to take the L. Wait, I went from 5th to 1st. Pogger champion. So it seems like my end is pretty good. PB! Oh, 40.7. Cool. Does counter steering work in TMNF? Yes, but you don't use it that often. It's much more frequent in this game. Okay, Marius is out. So it appears that I could have probably wrecked everyone if I had a better start. Oof, Link is completely out. Bob, bit of a slower round here. But that's fine. Granadi seems to be the man to beat. He is the fastest gamer at the moment. Would be a shame if something were to happen to him. Link niet zo flink. Yeah, Flink is someone else. Flink TM. Good guy. Check him out. Another rip. So ice is going out here. That's an ice cold way of dying. 0.8. Yeah, I'm losing a lot at the start. My starts, they feel like trash. They feel like poking your hand in a bag of trash. So we have 3 TMGL players and Granadi. Oh, Scrappy dead. But he can still come closer. It's not completely dead for him. That should be fine. Yeah, that round was a bit shaky, but I was able to pass Carl. And Granadi with another 0.5. He's so fast, it's crazy. Scrappy out. And yeah, everyone's streaming as well right now. I need a good end. No, didn't get it. Wow. Holy shit, Granadi 0.4 and Carl with a 0.5. They both drove faster than my PB, so there was no chance for me. That was unbeatable. I was not able to match the pace there, so I think third is the best it could have gotten today. I am completely fine with that. Let's take a look at the grand final. Carl Jr. versus Granadi. There you see the different lines. Granadi going for the side jump to touch the ground a bit earlier, giving him a slight advantage. He's also going very, very wide. Okay, now I see the start line. That makes a lot more sense. Very good line by Granadi, and he will find himself in first place We have the quintuple 5 times 10 million times world champion in Trackmania, Carl Jr. from Canada. Currently 900s behind, and it looks like Granadi is going to snag himself the 5 billionth COTD victory if he clings in there and manages to keep the speed. It does look very good for the wheel player here, and Granadi approaching the final jump. Carl Jr. not able to make anything happen, and this round has been a little bit slower as opposed to the previous round, but still 0.6, very good times. And Granadi winning once again. Who would have thought? COTD is almost getting boring with Granadi winning all the time. Someone please nerf him. Thank you very much. Very well done here. Sick performance by my man Granadi. Carl Jr. on second. I got third. And yeah, as I said, this is the best it could have gotten for me. The pace was just not there. My start was ass. So not much I can do about it. But I think if I were to like set a good time on this map now, I could probably bust out a very good time if I tried. But yeah, now it's too late. Third place, gotta take it or leave it. And we're gonna leave it at this. GG.